Here we are. 1, 2, 3, go.
A warm-up is intended to help achieve optimal performance as well as help reduce risk of injury. This is a quote pulled from a study on warm-ups by Pierre J. Warm-ups are important no matter what test you set out to achieve. You hear professional athletes warming up before a game all the time, musicians practicing their instruments before a performance, or even your average Joe doing an at-home workout. To quote USA Hockey, moving too quickly to fundamental sport skills and bypassing fundamental movement skills represents improper progression. Proper development is difficult to achieve without first mastering basic physical literacy. In my experience as being an ice hockey goalie, my warm-up looks much different than what you'd imagine. My name is Eisan, and today I'm here to talk to you about what it looks like behind the scenes for an ice hockey goalie. So today I brought with me some of my gear to demonstrate to you the time and effort it genuinely takes an ice hockey goalie to get ready. In ice hockey, we have something we call dry land training, or off-rink warm-ups. Dry land training is like any other sport or physical activities warm-up. This can include light workouts like push-ups, sit-ups, or lunges, and light cardio like jogging or a quick sprint, or any other short and quick exercise that gets the blood flowing and gets you warmed up. Following these short exercises are stretches. Now, stretches look different for goalies than the rest of the teams. Being a goalie means being flexible, so while the team may be practicing or stretching their arms or their quads, you may be focused on your groin or your hamstrings. Be sure to keep in mind that it is important for you to focus on the muscles that you intend to use during your activity or your game. This goes for any sport. For example, a football quarterback probably has a very upper body oriented warm-up, while a soccer player may not focus much on the upper body. In hockey, we use a broad variety of stretches to make sure all of our muscles are ready for the game. And for goalies, this may look more lower body focused. After stretches are complete, we move to the locker room to start getting ready or get dressed. In hockey, we have more pads than almost any other sport, and getting dressed from head to toe means putting on a lot of gear, and it is important to make sure all pads are secure. This is a critical step for goalies. If pads are loose or broken, this can deal serious injuries. It is important to secure all gear properly to ensure proper protection. With pucks flying at you at almost 90 miles an hour, you can see why safety, especially for goalies, is emphasized. Now, most of us won't see shots coming at us that fast, but those of us in adult leagues or beer leagues may see 20, 30, 40 mile an hour shots. Nevertheless, a puck hitting you that fast without proper protection could deal serious damage. Now, this puts ice hockey goalies in a predicament due to the large amount of time they need to spend dedicated to inspecting, adjusting, and securing their gear before every time they get on the ice. A lot of goalies are expected to sacrifice time getting ready and inspecting their gear for dry land training or warm-ups. I will now bring before you a leg pad. This is the most distinct and essential piece of equipment for an ice hockey goalie. Now, these are bulky and unwieldy before properly secured. Now, I won't put these on in front of you because I don't want to get dressed in front of a group of people for the next few minutes. But if you see here on the back, there are a lot of straps. Each one of these straps must be fine-tuned before each time getting on the ice. Now, you can imagine that'll take some time. If you were to just focus on this one leg pad, you're looking at about 3 to 5 minutes for just this one, depending on the leg pad. In an interview with the National Hockey League Players Association, Michael Grabner took 7 minutes to get ready. Michael Grabner is a professional, non-goalie hockey player who has custom gear made for him and a lot of practice getting dressed. As professional hockey players, get on the ice an average of 300 times a year. This ultimatum to goalies to either correctly dress and adjust their gear or to warm up and stretch is not fair to them. Each decision has massive consequences if not completed adequately. So it is up to everyone to ensure everyone is safe. On the goalie themselves, mark your straps to make sure that they fit properly, or to figure out what worked last time you used them. To warm up earlier than the rest of your team, to make sure you have enough time to get dressed. Coaches, make sure everyone on your team has enough time to warm up, to stretch, and to get ready. Parents, encourage your child to be proactive. Encourage them to warm up at home before the game, or to go into the locker room before the rest of the team does. Or, especially if your kid is young, discuss with the coach on the child's behalf. Both gear and muscle are required to play a sport, and it is always important to make sure you warm up, to stretch, and to get dressed.